Going on, guys? Another beautiful night in the fucking Matrix. The beautiful view, you already know. With my shadow, because that's how fucking bright the moon is. Shout out moon as always, am I right, guys? Hell yeah, I'm right. Yeah. Hope your guys' day is going good. And night, like I said. Just taking it all in. I mean, can you just look at that? Take it in, guys. It's good, isn't it? Hell yeah, it's good. But yeah, man. This one is about stop being so distracted, because a lot of us are distracted as hell. A lot of us are irritated because we're disconnected from our soul's purpose and we're sticking to our egoic desires, you know what I mean? Let's just get right into the video. Why not? This one. Or I'm always wishing you guys well. You already know what I'm doing. You already know. And I'm always hoping you guys, are chasing your dreams and shit, but you're not going to be chasing your dreams if you're just sitting there consuming. The most successful people in the world, can't even talk, have found out that equation, and that is creation over consumption. The more you're creating, the more you're going to get back, because obviously the more you're consuming is just robbing yourself of anything, everything. You know what I mean? You're just giving away your energy freely to the TV, to TikTok, to YouTube, whatever. It's cool to consume and be entertained sometimes, but if you're overly doing that, like I said, you're just draining yourself and you're wasting your time. It's creation over consumption. I mean, look around you, bro. You're on the bus, you're at school, you're at work. Someone's on their break. What are they doing? They're scrolling on TikTok. They're just like blah, 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 scrolling. I mean, you ever notice how hard it is to just scroll? Especially if you're going through your spiritual awakening, you know what I mean? You're more aware, right? Do you ever notice how, and when you get to a state of your mind or self, even on your journey, that you notice that it's just kind of hard to play that part, that you used to play on autopilot, the one you're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, mindlessly doom scrolling. It's kind of hard, right? Like your soul, it's kind of like your soul is just saying, nah, this isn't what we're doing anymore. You know what I mean? This isn't it. You're not resonating with this anymore. You are stronger than this. This is not. And that's how you know your awareness is rising a lot, because if it's harder for you to scroll like you used to be able to, that's because you're not supposed to. Your soul is fucking finally reaching through that ego, and it's like, no, we're not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? That's your awareness. That's your energy. Remembering it's not here to consume. It's here to create. So listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, bro, look around. People are stuck in a loop. They wake up, they eat, they sleep, they work, repeat, and then they wonder why they feel empty inside. It's because they're not even fulfilling their soul's purpose. They're not working on their passion. They're just scrolling and scrolling. Obviously, you're going to be sad if you're doing that. You know what I mean? It's not because life sucks. It's because they stopped channeling their soul. They're avoiding it, whether it's through alcohol, through drugs, through entertainment, consuming. Obviously, you're going to be sad if you're not, chasing your dream, if you're just sitting there kind of scrolling aimlessly like a robot. You know what I mean? I used to do that. I can't do that anymore. I can't. It's depressing. Like all that is now, and the more we create the same moment over and over again by whether it's scrolling or whatever, you know what I mean? Just trying to be entertained, you're just gonna delay what is possible. You know what I mean? You're delaying the change that is waiting for you. Sorry. That is waiting for you. You're just creating the same moment. If every moment's a new moment, it's just like, why are you going to create the same moment scrolling? You know what I mean? Like, it's to the point where I'm on Instagram sometimes and I can't just do that anymore. I used to just scroll. I was like, no, bro, what the hell? Once you really have your spiritual shift and consciousness, whatever, you see the bigger picture. You're not on the phone anymore. You're like, no, I need to create, like we're in a day and age where you are lucky to you're holding a magical device that can make you a lot of money if you're smart enough to utilize it. and not use it like a robot, how most people just do it and consume and consume. Like, seriously, guys, you have a phone in your pocket, a computer that can generate a lot of income if you're smart enough with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So stop. Stop just settling. Stop doing the same thing over and over again because it's not going to get anywhere. So, because you know what happens when you're not creating? Your energy has nowhere to go. It backs up. It turns into anxiety, to depression, that numbness, that disconnection feeling like something's missing. Guess what that is? It's you not creating. What's missing is you not expressing. It's your creativity waiting to be expressed, your conscious presence. And you're not tapping into it because you're too busy scrolling entertainment. And you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, you got to not do that. But you notice that once your awareness gets stronger, you can't take it anymore. It feels like you're going crazy in a way. Because again, you're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That's insanity. So obviously, you're going to feel like you're going crazy if you're just scrolling. You know what I mean? You start rejecting anything that dulls your light. So all you got to do, bro, or female, whoever it is, you stop scrolling. You stop trying to fit in. You stop running from your purpose. And when you stop doing that, everything's going to shift in your favor. And what happens is you start remembering. You start remembering that you came here to be the signal, not just another lost frequency in the feed, in this collective. You know what I mean? So if you've been feeling that shift, lean in, guys. Lean in because you're not going crazy. You're waking up. It's just that, again, as you keep doing your spiritual shift, whatever, you'll see that these things that you used to do on autopilot, the more your awareness raises, you're not able to entertain those versions of you that was on autopilot. You'll feel sad. You'll feel stressed because it's your higher self trying to flow through, saying, no, no more. Stop this. This isn't it. Fuck this shit. Do something else. Create. Put this energy of to building your reality, to chasing your dreams. If every moment's a new moment and every moment's a new version of the now, you know what I mean? We're always shifting to different versions of ourselves and realities, whatever, based on what we're doing, feeling, and thinking. Then why are you gonna waste your energy and potential just scrolling and scrolling? You know what I mean? Like, I can't even do that anymore. It's literally depressing. I'll sit down on my bed and it's like that's how much we're so used to it that it's engraved in our consciousness, literally. And that's why you see kids on the phones. And there was a video of this girl, this baby, in her sleep, like 3 years old. She's just like scrolling an imaginary phone because a lot of kids now are starting at birth with the phone. You know what I mean? The iPad kids. And it's not good. It's numbing the spirit. It's dulling them. It's getting them used to that, attached to it, to where they're not even thinking for themselves. And it's controlling their consciousness, truly wiring their subconscious to be addicted to that. So it's like I noticed that I can't even scroll anymore because my awareness is getting stronger. You know what I mean? Like, but I noticed that it's still in the consciousness, my subconscious. That's why I got to keep meditating and rewire that aspect. Because when you're so used to scrolling and using your phone for just consuming, it's engraved in your consciousness. You just do it automatically. It's on autopilot. You just get your phone. You're like Instagram, Snapchat. You know what I mean? But you'll get to a point of your spiritual evolution or whatever that you're so aware that you'll catch yourself. You're like, oh fuck, like I'll catch myself, and I'm like, oh hell no, what the fuck? Nope, we're not doing that. So I'll catch myself going on Instagram and scrolling mindlessly or TikTok. I don't even. I'm like, nope, 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 or Snapchat. So now it's like I use these platforms to make these videos to create poetry, trippy psychedelic art. You know what I mean? I'm using these platforms to create, not to consume. And sometimes, sure, I'll consume. I want to help support my fellow creators, but again, it's creation over consumption. When you understand that equation, reality will shift for you in your favor too. You stop numbing your senses, and you won't feel irritated anymore because you'll feel more alive and more connected by you just chasing your dreams, and not being a robot and just consuming. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Even me, even you watching this video right now, it's a different intention. You're watching it for what? Some sort of learning aspect. Remember it, that's fine. At least it's good. You know, it's helping you. You're not like watching some brain rot content, so that's cool. Oh fuck. That was a bunny. Hey bunny. Thumper. So there's a difference, you know what I mean? There's a difference. Where awareness goes, energy flows. So make sure you're putting your energy and your awareness to what can be created, what can be changed. And that's where you're going to see the biggest outcome and change in your life. Not from watching YouTube and brain rotted stuff all the time. Obviously, your body, your avatar is going to tell you that, no, I don't want to play this part anymore. Whether it's through the form of depression, anxiety, or all of the above. That's just the avatar, your body, your vessel, your higher self trying to flow through the ego for those thoughts. Again, there's only so much things and patterns that you can entertain that no longer serve you. You can only do it for so long until you finally just wake up and see, like, no, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of feeling this way. So instead, do this. The next time you catch yourself just kind of an autopilot scrolling, that's when you should create. That's when you should work on your vision, your craft, work out. Get some sun if it's sunny, if it's dark. I don't know, do something that can connect you to your breath, whether it's like riding a bike or walking or, yeah, working out, meditating. Learn a skill, anything that can help you bring you back to your alignment, to your higher self. And you'll notice that by doing that, you're building that momentum. You know what I mean? And that momentum grows. You'll get natural, real dopamine, not dopamine from scrolling. And that momentum and dopamine will get stronger. And you'll follow that momentum. And you'll just feel good all throughout in general, leading you to be a more magnetic, attractive person because you're more connected to your higher self. You're chasing your dreams. You're not being a robot on autopilot because consciousness is sexy, it's attractive. As I always say. You know what I mean? Someone who is conscious and aware of themselves is an attractive person. It's an attractive, healing quality to have. So, after you watch this video, if you're still watching, work towards your vision. Do everything that you envision your higher self, your highest version of you to be doing. Because if every moment's a new moment, and we're always dying and being reborn constantly, and there's infinite potentials in this reality, to make sure you're not doing the same thing over and over again, because you will only get the same thing. That's truly insanity, right? And that's why when people take plant medicines, they see insanity. They see everyone's cycles. They break the cycles, but they see the cycles that everyone's in, believing that that is them. But that's not all you are. You aren't these cycles. You never were. You're the observer, observing that. And it's never too late to break these cycles and no longer serve. And do something new. It's never too late to choose different, to be different. The awareness is what is the power. If you're aware that there's a shift that you need to make, that there's a cycle that you feel isn't serving anymore, then that's already good in the first place, because the fact that you're aware of it is a sign that you're strong, right? So don't beat yourself up. It just matters that you do it. And don't go back to the old ways, right? The old self. That's why when you have an ego death, it's like you have a choice. You can either stick to this same version of you that you thought you were this whole time, or you could do this new. You could do new. You could see that you're not this one way of being that you thought you were, but rather you are anything you want to be. So it's like you could stick to this old identity and continue to live in comfort. It's like the red pill and the blue pill, right? Or you could step into the unknown and be different and do different and realize that you don't have to stick to the same, story or cycle. So that's what you're gonna see. I promise you guys, you will see the biggest shift in your life once and you won't feel irritated, you won't feel, anxious or depressed because you're finally listening to your higher self, your intuition. You're finally listening to yourself, and you're ignoring the egoic desires. And through that, you are getting stronger. You're actually doing your soul's mission and purpose and raising your frequency and shit. But the first step is to do new, and then to ignore the egoic desires of just consuming and settling and being lazy. Because you came here to create, you know what I'm saying? You really think in the realms we come from, we have phones? No. We're so much stronger than that. We're not just sitting there like a robot. We're just like, guys, I'm telling you, we're lucky to be alive in this day and age where we have, or in this timeline of Earth, right? This version of Earth, because it's so infinite, where we have a magical computer, if you will, a mobile phone. It's basically a computer. They can get you rich if you utilize it properly. It's infinite potential, just waiting for you to tap in. And we got the help of AI. AI is good if you need it. Obviously, don't rely on it, but it can help you. You know, there's all perception. A lot of people hate AI and they think it's taking over. Um, I'd like to say that it's not necessarily taking over, but rather it's allowing for shift and change for the way that the collective reality is working. You know what I mean? Oh, they're taking our jobs. Well, this is a different video, right? But maybe it's forcing people to go within themselves and find a deeper purpose. You know what I mean? Like even coding, it's like they're like, oh, AI is taking over coding too. Not necessarily, because how do they make AI in the first place? Coding. Well, it's not gonna go anywhere. It could help you with coding, but it's not gonna replace the aspect of coding. You still need to understand how this and that works. So it's like there's help, and then you can. I used AI because it's like you can even get rich with the help of AI. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's doing a business or some shit, but again, at the end of the day, it's not AI that's gonna do it. It's you. There's tools such as plant medicines. There's tools or AI. All these are tools, but you are the one that's gonna do it, right? They can be amplifiers. These tools, but again, it is you, not anything else, not anything separate from you. So, yeah. I love you guys. See you in the next one. I'm gonna go make my shorts. Go home, make me a salmon burger. It sounds bomb. Look at this, guys. Look at this nice view. This is where I'm walking down. I mean, it's not like you haven't seen this view before, but yeah, this is where I'm going. Hold on, my mom texted me about my dog barking. He always barks. I'm not sure. He probably hears someone outside walking their dog. My face, I'm just like, bro, I got shit to do. It's 12 o'clock. Damn. I'm like, hold on, god dang it. I got stuff to do. Anywho, I feel bad, bro. My dog, he's not old. Maybe he's getting old, but he's not old. He has like a hip issue. Because when he walks, he falls. And then he gets up. It's weird. Poor thing. It's not all the time, though. Like, I hope he's okay. Huh. I don't know. I don't even want to think about that. Because other than him falling on the hip, everything's good. So it's whatever. I feel like they could help him. Or I hope so. Fuck, I don't want him to die. Yeah, that's not the point of this video, though. Just, yeah, guys, just stop these distractions. We don't need that. We're bigger than that. We got this. Alright, guys, I love you. Namaste, lady. That's a motherfucking titty.